guys, Maryam here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today I'm doing another foundation review featuring the new NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. Now I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit reluctant to try out another matte foundation. My last matte foundation review didn't go so well, more on that later, but NARS is a brand that excels in foundations. I absolutely love their Natural Radiant foundation, so I have really high hopes for this one. So in this video, you can expect the usual when it comes to foundations, a full thorough review, a verdict at the end, and of course a wear test. I'm really excited about this one because right now, after having freshly applied it, it looks really, really good. So it's a promising one. So I'm here for this review. I hope you guys are too. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see all of my Wednesdays and Sundays videos. And now let's get to it. NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation, complete, full, thorough, honest review. Here we come. So here we have the new Soft Matte Complete Foundation. We have 3 shades that were sent to me. Stromboli, which is my winter shade. We also have Barcelona, which is my current shade. And then we also have Santa Fe, which is, I would say, just a lighter version of all of those. Okay, facts. This product is available on September 1st at Sephora and NARScosmetics.com. The Soft Matte Complete Foundation is $40 and it includes 1.5 fluid ounces or 45 milliliters. Now we also have the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. We have the 3 corresponding shades here, which are not the same shade names. They're just corresponding to the foundation. Now these are $30. These are not new. They've been around for a while, but now they're available in 30 shades and the foundation is available in 34 shades. Discover natural looking matte coverage that resists oxidation and helps prevent your shade from shifting throughout the day with the new Soft Matte Complete Foundation. Cool. Now the reason why I'm excited about this foundation is because I am a longtime fan of NARS Natural Creamy Radiant Foundation, or is it Natural Radiant Creamy Foundation? Whatever the name is, I'm a fan of that foundation. It's a really good one for me. I feel like it's one of those versatile foundations that works on a multitude of different skin types, not to mention tones. It's very full coverage. It looks very natural and dewy and just like silky on the skin. It doesn't look like a mask, but it covers flawlessly. So I love that one. I feel like NARS excels in these types of complexion products. So I'm very excited about this. Even though my recent matte foundation reviews have not been going so well. Let me just remind you that I am an oily AF skin type, somewhat acne prone, more so in the winter months than in the summer months, but I did just have a massive breakout. Could have been potentially a reaction to that other matte foundation that I tested out recently. Check out my foundations playlist for that if you're curious. All right, let's test out these shades. Here we have Stromboli. Wow, this is really, really full coverage, you guys. Like, incredible. I like this one on the days where I want to feel a little bit more golden olive as opposed to golden bronze. Golden olive undertone on me kind of helps to offset cooler makeup looks and just makes everything look a little bit more balanced, if you will. And whereas Barcelona, I love saying it like that, is not as yellow. It's a pinch more neutral and it's just like a pinch more subdued, you know? Barcelona is a shade that I like to wear on the days where I'm wearing natural makeup or bronzy makeup or something that's not too colorful. And let's try Santa Fe. This is a shade that I've never tried before. Okay, clearly you can see this is way too light for me. I don't think I would be able to make this work, but all good either way. All right, thumbnail face, here we go. Are you right this time, or are you gonna make my face nasty and crinkly? Are you gonna make all of my pores magnified by 100%, or are you gonna keep me matte all day? Are you gonna give me that mattitude, or am I just gonna be pissed off with an attitude? I don't know. But really, that is how I'm feeling lately going into matte foundations. I just feel like my last experience wasn't great because the foundation was really clingy and it emphasized my texture in a bad way. I wasn't even having a bad skin day, but for some reason, the way that it clung to my imperfections was not pleasing. And moreover, the matte did not last more than 4 or 5 hours. I'm a little bit reluctant lately with the matte formulas. I haven't found one outside of the Bobbi Brown one. That one might be my #1 oily skin matte foundation pick. I do have a review on that. You guys should check it out if you're interested. Skin is clean. So I think today I'm gonna go for Barcelona. So first things first, I'm gonna apply this Cover FX blurring primer. I feel like a blurring primer is something that is needed for a matte foundation. Because a lot of them are very clingy, you need to perfect your texture underneath. At least I need to perfect my texture underneath. I just got over a major breakout. So I do have some acne scars here that are still healing. And I do have some uneven skin tone. So I'm gonna need to smooth that down. Let's use the Sephora brush. By the way, this is such a great blurring primer to wear alone. I don't know if you can tell, but just this one little step really helped to balance and perfect my skin surface. I'm a fan. Oh, I'm so excited today, you guys. I have a new brush set from my girl, Laura Lee Los Angeles. Thank you, my Laura. She sent me new brushes. Oh my God, and these are so amazing. I heard just the best reviews about them. They sold out in like 2.2 seconds. Oh, how cute is this? I love these little genius, no idea what they're called, these little nets to keep the brush protected. So today I'm gonna be using this brush here, L11, which is like a nice, very dense kabuki type of foundation brush. Doesn't say anything about needing to shake it, but I just feel like I want to shake it. I really like this packaging too. Squeezy too, but not too squeezy. Still feels very sturdy. So great to travel with. Doesn't feel flimsy like it's gonna burst. All right, I'm gonna apply some to the back of my hand first. I've never been to Barcelona, by the way. Always wanted to go. All right, I'm gonna start along my problem area, which is my jawline. And I'm gonna kind of just like stipple that into my skin, blur that out, blend that out so there's no demarcation lines, kind of like that. Wow, a little bit really does go a long way here. I applied such a small amount, but as you can tell, I have not re-dipped and it's still providing a really good coverage. Wow. Really impressive. Just gonna use whatever's remaining on my brush here and kind of just stipple that in without adding too much product. So far, so good. Let's pick up a bit more for the other side. At first impression, this is really lovely. Covers everything effortlessly. Doesn't set immediately, so there's a little bit of play time to blend everything out. I also noticed that this is the type of foundation that you can easily shear out. So I did shear it out right here in my freckle zone because I still want my freckles to be seen and noticeable. Just gonna add a pinch more, like less than a drop. Okay, the coverage is so high on this, I'm actually trying not to come too close to my eyebrows. I feel like with this type of coverage, I can easily cover up my eyebrows. I do notice that it's just a pinch clingy right here in the porous area. Maybe because I applied more product on this side than I did on this side, because this was the side where I had more breakouts and more acne scars. So I do notice just a bit of emphasis on my texture. I'm gonna take my iPhone as well once I'm done and just show you what it looks like up close. Also, I'm kind of obsessed with this brush. Wow. It covered up everything that needed to be covered up while still showing some of the parts that are healthy that I want to show. So I'm not mad. All right, so now let's go for the concealer. From the concealers, I have macadamia, I have ginger, and I have custard. I wear both ginger and custard from the Natural Radiant Concealer. Let's go for a little bit of custard in the soft matte. Just gonna go in straight from the tube, in with my finger, just like right here where I need that coverage. The cool thing about this concealer is that it dries down almost instantly. So it's one of those products that would probably work well, not just for the under eye, but also for your spots. All right, I'm not gonna use this shade actually. Let me pick up ginger because ginger is a pinch closer to my actual skin tone. So I'm gonna pick up a bit of ginger. I'm gonna just re-emphasize these spots here. What's nice is this is not texture emphasizing. It's not clinging to your actual imperfections. In fact, it's kind of creating a layer on top of it. So it's really helping to conceal them, but you gotta get a right shade match for this. All right, gonna go back to custard, use that on my under eye right here, just like right here where I needed the most. And then for a little lift in that outer corner, that new technique that everyone's been using on the gram and on TikTok, let's do a little bit under the nose and in those nasolabial folds, boom, boom. Do a pinch between the brows just to bring some more light in this area. Yeah, this is looking really matte, really nice, not fake, quite lovely actually. Let me just set everything before I move on and then I'll show you what everything looks like up close and personal with my iPhone camera. Okay, I'm gonna set that with my Pat McGrath Under Eye Concealer. Concealer, clearly it's a powder. Just gonna add a little bit more brightness there. And now for my face powder, I'm gonna use this Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Powder. I've been liking this one a lot. I've been saying that in all of my videos lately. This one's just such a beautiful undertone for those of you who are medium, golden or olive, or tan. It just adds that little bit of radiance. I'm gonna go sparingly across my nose and across my porous zones. Literally just gonna lightly brush that, but I don't wanna add any more texture. Just wanna be very light-handed here. That is the skin. Let's zoom on in and let's use that phone for that close-up. Okay guys, how pretty is this coverage? I'm loving the fact that I was able to play up my freckles while covering up my pores. Everything is looking very, very matte, very natural, very flawless. Doesn't look like I'm wearing a mask at all. All the imperfections seem to have been covered up. Overall, I am very pleased with this first impression of this first initial application. Let's see how it wears, of course, but this is it, up close and personal. All right, so here is my final look. It's been more than a minute since I've seen myself with an actual cat eye, and I gotta say I miss this look. Overall, I am really, really liking my makeup. I really like how my foundation is appearing. I applied just a little bit of bronzer, this one from NARS, all over my forehead, just for a subtle glow. Also, I used the Laura Mercier Translucent Glow setting powder instead of a highlighter right here, because I didn't want to emphasize my pores too much. I felt like the foundation was like starting to creep into that vicinity, and I didn't want to go any further, but as it stands right now, I really, really like the way my skin is appearing, and I like the way that my makeup is looking. The most important thing of this video is the wear test. Let's see how this wears, and let's also do some check-ins, because I am doing something fun today. So my makeup needs to look good 5 hours and 8 hours later. Hey guys, back in the studio. No check-in, just the wear test, but I will pop up a picture of my check-in at 4 hours right here. It's totally unfiltered. Pretty good for 4 hours. So it's been 8 hours that I've been wearing this NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation in Barcelona all over my face. This is what it looks like. Honestly, from far away, it's not so bad. However, when you get a little bit closer, if I hit a certain angle, you can see how oily everything looks on my face. It's a little too oily for my liking, and I gotta admit, I blotted several times during the day. This is not a true wear test. This is a perfected wear test. I actually had to put in an effort in order to make it look good. I didn't apply any additional powder. I didn't correct anything on my face. The only thing that I did was I took a napkin and I blotted my face 2 times. Once at around 5 hours of wear, and another time about an hour to 2 hours ago. So this is what we're looking like at this point. Overall, pretty good, but unfortunately, I don't think this soft matte foundation is meant for super oily skin like mine. Now, if your skin is moderately oily, like it's normal, but it can get oily, or perhaps it's oily, but it's not a humid day, perhaps you can get away with wearing this. But for me, with my oily AF to the 10th degree type of skin, living in New York with a humid climate, today was a particularly humid day, just didn't stand against that humidity, you guys. Wiping my face, you can clearly see that there's a stripe across my forehead. It's just not the prettiest situation, honestly. Let's just put it this way. I'm gonna rate this foundation a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. It's not a 9, it's not an 8, it's a 7, which is like a low good. You know, it's a good foundation that I'm gonna continue reaching for, but I'm probably gonna need to do some powder under foundation magic. I'm gonna use a setting spray next time I wear this, and I'm gonna need some helpers, okay? This is not a standalone mattifying type of product. That is my wear test. That is my story. I am sticking to it. Those are my 2 final cents. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. I am going to zoom on out so that you can click on my next 2 videos. Do it. Love you guys. See you soon.